We're continuing our discussion of New Testament reliability. Remember, the last time I spoke about this, we were talking about the manuscript evidence. And when you look at the manuscript evidence for the New Testament, we showed that it is by far the most reliable of all the ancient first century documents because it has the most copies. It has older copies earlier to when the original was supposedly written, and the amount of agreement between the manuscripts. In all three tests, it shows the New Testament to have more manuscript evidence than any other first century AD document, or any other ancient document for that matter. Secondly, you have the Apostolic Fathers. These guys wrote from 95 AD to about 156 AD when Polycarp, a pupil of the Apostle John, died. They were pupils of the apostles who were selected by the apostles to become bishops and leaders in the early church. And if we just look at three of the Apostolic Fathers, Polycarp, who wrote in 110 AD, Ignatius, who wrote 7 letters in 107 AD, and then Clement of Rome, he was the Bishop of Rome, and he wrote in 95 AD. Just these three Apostolic Fathers, and they quote from or allude to as authoritative 25 out of the 27 New Testament books. Now this is strong evidence that the 27 books of the New Testament were already considered to be God's Word and a completion of the Old Testament by the close of the first century AD. So you have incredible evidence there in the writings of the Apostolic Fathers. Also, from the Church Fathers would include the Apostolic Fathers and then their pupils and then their pupils after them. From the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD, you have in their writings, you have every verse of the New Testament reproduced in quotations from them with the exception of 11 verses. And so we could produce the entire New Testament just from the quotes of the Church Fathers, the early Church Fathers, from the 2nd and 3rd and maybe early 4th century AD. So again, there's tremendous evidence for the reliability of the New Testament manuscripts, evidence that you're not going to find in any other ancient writing. So if we believe in the ancient Caesars, that they really did what was recorded about them in ancient history, and Alexander the Great, and what Plato wrote and the Greek philosophers, then there's no reason to reject what the New Testament writers wrote about Jesus unless we have a bias against miracles. And we'll talk about that at a future time.